Welcome to Center for Executive Coaching Alumni Interviews. I'm Andrew Knightlett, founder and director of the Center for Executive Coaching. Today we interview Antonio McCoy with McHoward Business Coaching. Antonio is an author and a certified executive and leadership coach with an MBA, and he's currently pursuing a doctorate degree in business with a focus on entrepreneurship. Prior to becoming a business and executive coach, Antonio held positions in operations, marketing, sales, and business development. He worked for the United States Postal Service for over 20 years and has coached more than 400 postmasters. He also voices radio and TV commercials nationally and internationally and uses these skills to get new coaching clients. Antonio, thank you for being here.
Thank you, Andrew.
So let's jump right in. What attracted you to coaching?
Well, as you alluded to, when I worked for USPS, I sold direct mail and shipping, and I discovered people were willing to pay for the knowledge, that I had around business operations and marketing. I've also been voicing and producing radio commercials, during that time, and I learned a lot about marketing, and my postal customers were willing to pay me for that knowledge. The biggest thing is I was shocked at what CEOs of these companies that I went to visit, what they didn't know when I went to talk with them about marketing and specifically about leveraging direct mail. And I would tell them what was wrong with that direct mail piece and fix it. So these CEOs were, willing to pay me when I was finished. And, of course, working for the federal government, I could not accept it. But that inspired me to leave USPS and explore business coaching.
All right, great. And so you became a certified business coach and a certified leadership coach. And since you did that, how has your practice evolved?
Well, up until about a year ago, my practice was 100% business coaching. I helped my clients focus on how to get leads, and I created marketing components that supported, a sales process for my clients. And as I mentioned, using voiceover, I used technology for voiceover and, taught those business owners what they didn't know about, business growth. But I really, didn't begin to understand the niche I could possibly occupy for executive coaching until I recognized the industries where minorities like myself flourished, and this niche was not necessarily being served. Minority executives existed in abundance in education and healthcare, so in the last year, I've begun to pursue this niche, and as a result, my business is now 35% executive coaching with a focus in the education industry. The other 65% is business coaching focused strongly on marketing. As far as the executive coaching, I coach at the director level in the school systems, and most of my clients hold a doctorate degree, and my focus is directors and principals who operate in Title I schools.
All right, great. So you've evolved from business coaching to doing an expanding role in executive coaching. And so given that, what's your advice to new coaches or those thinking about getting into coaching about how they can succeed?
This is great stuff. It took me a while to learn it, but first, evaluate your network and quickly identify what industries your target companies or market is in. Identify that quickly. Then second, determine who in your network can get you connected. And third, hone your message to accurately convey the problem you solve and for whom. Use marketing materials provided by the Center of Executive Coaching to market to the problems executives are experiencing and you are comfortable solving, of course. And market beyond emails and written articles on LinkedIn. A lot of noise around that. We got to create emotion and trust. So, I like video and podcasts and things like what we're doing now. Craft videos and podcasts with helpful information to differentiate yourself from everyone who's calling themselves a coach in your market. And use the videos to get on the first page of Google for your city or any city you desire to be visible. And then finally, that's just something that I did. I'm probably one of the younger coaches, but I got my own app that I can use instead of business cards so people can, consume my material, use text messaging because the response rate is so high to deliver some of your videos and your articles if you've got them linked on a web page. And just, evolve and innovate your business to stay in front of your target market.
Terrific. I love that idea of having an app and using text messaging because response is much higher with an app and text message delivery. So that is a great piece of advice for those who are willing to develop an app. So that's terrific. Antonio, thanks so much. I really appreciate the advice and your sharing your experiences.